Alright, what's up YouTube? J&J Reviews coming back to you guys with another movie review, and today's movie is Need for Speed. I'm Jamin here for your solo review of this movie. Don't worry, Jack will be back, we'll do plenty of more movies, but let's get into the review. Alright, so Need for Speed is a classic case of movies connecting to video games. Now, most movies to video games don't really pan out. We have really never seen a good movie turning into a video game. But how does that change, in this case, from a video game to a movie? Well, this Need for Speed movie, was it your classic car chase, cops chasing you, Lamborghinis, or was it a bunch of... Alright, so Need for Speed stars Aaron Paul as Toby Marshall, the main character, who is a mechanic who takes over for his dead father. And he has to take over the company, which isn't doing very well, but what it basically does is they build and race muscle cars. And so he partners with Dino Brewster, and really his main partner in crime, until Dino frames him over an accident that happens in the movie. And so he has to pay all the penalties, including plenty of prison time, and really it ruins Toby Marshall's life. And so, when a cross-country race shows up, he decides to get revenge on Dino by competing in this race. Now, before this race, Dino is putting, big bounties on his head and just really wants to continue to ruin his life, while Toby wants to seek revenge and, prove to him that, he shouldn't have never done it to him. So, basically, getting to the race is most of this movie. And getting this race, he goes with this girl named Julia Bonnet, who is a former partner of Dino Brewster as well, and she basically travels with him on this trip. And on this trip, obviously, the cops are all after him. Is basically Toby Marshall's a felon. And so, up to this race, it's amazing. There's plenty of good action scenes. In 2015, Ford Shelby is greatly showcased in this movie. It's basically a commercial for this car, because we've never really seen this car in action. So Aaron Paul does a good job in this movie. He's a good young actor that I think is very underrated. I think he did a pretty decent job in this movie. He definitely looked like a race car driver in real life. As for Dino Brewster, played by Dominic Cooper, he played well too. Those two really, played well together and really meshed, but, other than that, it really wasn't good. I didn't think, really anyone else standed out. This movie is a good movie, but it's not a great movie. Does it transfer well from the video game? Not really. It's kind of just a different story that's been brought up from it. It's good. You can definitely enjoy it. There's plenty of good, racing scenes. If you like cars, this is your movie. If you like Mustangs, this is a good movie. But, overall, this movie is a decent movie. I really wouldn't recommend probably seeing it in the theater now. I wouldn't really recommend paying the full price. But this is a good DVD movie. It really is. If you pick it up, Blu-ray, DVD, and, watch it with some popcorn on your TV, it's a good movie, There's a lot of good racing scenes. I liked it better than the Fast and Furious series. I think this movie's a lot more realistic compared to those movies. And, I think it's good. This movie wasn't, directed by a very big actor, or excuse me, a very good or very big director. And so, for that type of movie, I think this movie was decent for that. Overall, though, I have to give this movie probably a 5.5 out of 10. So, overall, decent movie, slightly above average. I would recommend this movie to any racing fan out there. But, if you really aren't into racing, but you played the video game, again, wait for DVD to see this movie, but I would recommend seeing it. I think it's good enough that most people would enjoy this movie. And, yeah, so, hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave a comment down below of what you guys thought. Like, subscribe. It would really help us out. We're kind of a small, slowly growing channel at this point. And we're going to have many dual reviews coming up. And, yeah, if you have also any movie requests, put that down in the comments down below, excuse me. And, yeah, so hopefully you guys have a good one, and yeah.